I am mad. I'm just gonna get into this video. I finished watching WandaVision like most people. It finished, I think, 1 or 2 weeks ago. I'm not that sure, but yeah, I watched WandaVision. And I'm sorry if this tripod is a bit... it's on the bed, so it's not straight. And don't get me wrong, I love that show. We're not gonna be talking about the technical parts of it or the storytelling or whatever, because it was a really good show. Like, I really enjoyed it. I loved it. Like, seriously, I loved every single episode of it. Episode 8 kind of made me cry. So we're not gonna be talking about whether the show was good or whatever, because it was good. Okay? This won't be about trashing the show. This video is gonna be about how just messed up it is. So like when I was watching WandaVision, some of the episodes, especially like the later ones, like I felt so uncomfortable. Like when I think it was episode 8 that Agatha, like, you know, revealed who she was as Agatha Harkness, and it was the Salem witch trial or something like that, and I just felt so uncomfortable starting from that episode. I mean, I kind of always knew, guys, I always knew that this is something that I shouldn't be watching, you know, but I watched it anyway. But it was starting from like around there, that episode, that I started to feel really uncomfortable, because that's when the issue of magic and witches started to really come into the story. And I just felt some of the scenes in the last few episodes really made me feel so uncomfortable, and I just knew I shouldn't be watching. Like, I remember, like, I'm still thinking to myself, like, isn't it just so crazy how, like, if we talk about the Bible, if we talk about God, if we talk about Jesus, people say, oh, you are, you know, stuffing your beliefs down my throat, or, you know, stuff like that. And yet, you put magic, you put witches, you put spells in these movies and TV shows, and that's fine. You know, like, literally, I was so shocked. Sorry if I'm talking very soft in this video. I would love to talk more energetically, but there's a lot of people like in this house, so I don't know. But I just felt so shocked at the fact, like that part where Agatha told Wanda about the runes, and she literally said, like, don't you know that, you know, the runes, only the magic and only the witch who casts the runes can use the magic there, right? If you watch WandaVision, you know what I'm talking about. And I just felt so shocked. Like, I don't actually know if those runes are real, if that is real witchcraft or not, or if it's just something that Marvel made up. But I won't be surprised if it's real. I won't be surprised, because there's a lot of dark stuff in movies already, so I really won't be surprised if there's actual witchcraft and actual spells used in the show. But I can't confirm that. But the point here is whether or not that is real or not, or just something they made up. Maybe those runes are just something they made up. The point is that they literally, like, Agatha told Wanda, like, this is fundamental, right? I can't remember what she said, but she basically talked about how those runes are basically like fundamental magic, and you don't even know that. And I was so shocked. Like, you're literally like putting this in a show that kids also watch, and you're putting it right there. This is the fundamentals of magic. Like, and I just felt so disturbed by that. Like, everything from the part where Agatha Harkness was on the stake, and then the witches were trying to, I don't know, kill her. I can't remember. And then when she called Wanda the Scarlet Witch, and basically like confirmed Wanda's name is Scarlet Witch. And then, like, I can't believe that this magic and witches and spells is just thrown around, you know, and no one has a problem with that. Like I said, this is not me trashing on the show or the storytelling or the filming or whatever, but the point is that in today's day and age, you can put spells, magic, witches, you can put all that on screen for everyone to watch. But if you talk about the gospel, talk about Jesus, people are like, no, don't talk about that. it's just disturbing, you know. And like I think it was the post credit scene, is it, of the finale episode, where Wanda is she studying magic? That's what I got from it. That's how I interpreted it. I'm not sure. But that's how I interpreted it. In the post-credit scene, she's like floating and she's like reading some stuff. I interpreted it as she's studying magic for herself. It's just disturbing watching all of that. Like I said, it was a good show. I truly enjoyed it. I really did. But it was just crazy how, you know, all these spells and whatever, they're just put there for everyone to see, and that's okay. People are watching witchcraft, and that's okay. I shouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised by it. I mean, WandaVision's not the only. I mean, Marvel's not the first thing to do that, right? I mean, we've seen magic. We've seen all of that in movies before. I'm just saying that this is an issue that I see, that we just accept that on screen. But the moment that anyone, you know, says Jesus is the way and stuff like that, people are like, what are you saying? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. But when you put witchcraft and magic on screen, it's cool, you know. Like I said, I'm not surprised. Like, going into watching this stuff, I always know, like, when I go into watch movies and whatever, I know what I'm going to get is probably not something godly. I know that the entertainment, the media, it's not of God. Most of it, you know, it's not of God. It's really not. I go in anyway for entertainment. I know I probably shouldn't, but I do go in knowing that I'm gonna watch something that's not gonna glorify God. But it still disturbs me. It really does, because especially with something like Marvel, Disney, something that kids watch. You know, they know that kids watch this stuff, and maybe that's why they do it more, because they can offend kids. You know, I think the Bible talks about offending kids, right? It's just truly disturbing how twisted it is, what can be put on screen and what cannot be put on screen. Like, oh, it's fine to put witchcraft on screen, right? And it's fine also to use Jesus Christ as a curse word. That's all fine. What has the world come to? You know, and then if you bring this up, people will say you're sensitive, or people will say, oh, you're so easily offended. Probably someone's gonna comment on this video that I'm easily offended. I'm not surprised by that. That's how the world works. But it is sad, you know, and disturbing. What is good and what is evil in this day and age, you know? Evil and good, people can't tell the difference anymore, and they're flipping it around, and people don't know the difference between evil and good anymore. And sometimes the line is blurred, you know, like always in these movies, in these TV shows, like there's always, if there's magic, there's always a good magic and a bad magic. That's what disturbs me so much, because I used to believe that too as a kid. But you hear the birds. I used to believe that too as a kid, the whole good magic, bad magic. I remember me and my family, we used to watch this show called Merlin. What is going on? The birds are really cut off what things there. I remember there was this show called Merlin that me and my family used to watch. It was a good show. I actually rewatched it last year. It's actually quite good. It also has that thing of good magic, bad magic, and that's so dangerous. You know, when you blur the lines between evil and good, I feel like that's how it's easier to control people, easier to manipulate what people think, easier to influence people, because then people can't think for themselves anymore. People are not, you know, checking with the Bible to see if magic is good or bad. They're not doing that, because on screen it shows that magic looks cool. It does. I watch WandaVision. The magic looks cool. It does. But it's not cool in God's eyes, you know. But it looks cool on screen. And that's why people won't listen to the things that people like me might say. You know, they'll call us sensitive or, you know, anything offends you, huh? Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop this video here. I'm sorry if it was really dull or whatever. Like I said, I can't really be energetic right now because loud and energetic because I don't want to disturb my family, the outside, and also I'm really not in the mood because I'm just not in the mood. I'm just really upset by this, you know. And just to clarify, I made this video not to trash talk WandaVision, not to trash talk Marvel or anything like that. I'm trash talking. I am trash talking, but not the show and not Marvel, not the director. Like I said, I love the show. It was very, very good. I really look forward to the other Marvel TV shows that are coming out. I'm gonna be honest, I really am looking forward to it. I think Falcon is coming out this Friday. But you know, like I said, I go into watching these knowing that I'm going to watch something that's most probably not going to glorify God. I was trash talking. I was trash talking the condition of the world that we are in right now, being controlled by the evil one, you know, and there's nothing much I can do about that. Satan is the god of this world, and this whole world, it does belong to him. It is ruled by him. So of course these things are normal. Of course these things are going to happen. But it does make me upset as a believer. Okay, I'm gonna stop that there. If you don't know who I am, I'm a cat called Miaw, also known as the Christian cat on this channel. I upload every single Saturday. I also have a music channel. I'll link it down below, hopefully. I think I do it, okay. And yeah, you can come back every single Saturday if you want. I'll be here. I'm always happy to see you. Okay, one last thing.